Good morning. Okay, I've had several requests from my friends as to how I put on my makeup. So we're going to go through that this morning real quick. I put on, first of all, when you get up in the morning, you've got to wash your face. You would be surprised at how much, I don't know whether it's oil or what, will come off. So always start with a clean slate. Wash your face in the morning. I use an Oil of Olay cleanser. And then after that, I put on a vitamin C serum from Clinique that I'm trying out, and I really like it. It's nice. Then we are going to go in with about 50 things. No. I'm going to go in with an Oil of Olay Wrinkle and Vanisher. Let me say this right. Wrinkle and Pore Vanisher. I like the way it works pretty well. So I put some where my pores are the worst, which my pores aren't really that bad. But right in this area, that's where most people have a problem. My skin's pretty much normal, so I'm pretty lucky there. On my nose, which through sun damage, my nose has been very, I mean, it just looks awful. But, you know, all I can do is keep trying to use good skincare and see if it helps it out. It's a lot of damage that's been done that's really not gonna, you know, it's not gonna straighten out. So after I put that in, I let it sit in for a second. And it doesn't take very long for it to go in. Everything that goes on my face, too, as far as skincare, always put it on your neck. You can see how my neck looks really bad. All right, the next thing I'm going to put on for a primer is my Hard Candy Primer. Minimizes lines and pores for a smooth finish. You know, this stuff can only do so much. So, I'm going to put some on all over my face. It's just a clear primer in Hard Candy. I have ordered a new one from NYX. I'm going to try it out. I have several primers, but I just it just depends on what I grab in the morning. But I'm excited to try the NYX primer because I've heard good things about it. So I just put the primer all over my face, and everything goes down my neck whether it needs to or not. So next, I'm going to let this dry for a second, and then I put some primer on my eyes too. Let me go get my Smashbox primer. Okay, I'm back. Here's my Smashbox 24-hour primer. I tell you what, I haven't used a whole lot of eye primers, but I really don't have a reason to because this Smashbox is unbelievable. It's affordable. You get it at Ulta or Sephora or just about anywhere online. Oh, I was going to tell you about my eye. I got in a fight with a shepherd's hook, and the shepherd's hook won. So that's another reason I haven't put out any videos, is because it looks so awful. But you can see where it hit me in the head right there, and then it blacked my first black eye. I was kind of a little bit proud of it, but anyway. So the primer is setting. All the primers are setting. The last primer I'm going to put on, because I put on probably more than the average person, but this is an e.l.f. Illuminating Face Primer. And when I want to get more of a full face, I will put this on too. It's illuminating, but it's just a nice base. It gives me a little color. Hopefully it covers up a little bit for me while I'm priming. So anyway, it feels really nice. It just depends. If you've got oily skin, you know, I don't know. This stuff is smooth, silicone-y feeling. You just have to find, you know, there are a lot of matte primers too that will mattify your makeup, especially if you have oily skin. That might be something that you want to do. Sorry, I need coffee. Okay, while I'm getting ready, also every morning is I use the Chapstick Total Hydration Coconut Hydrator 3-in-1 Lip Care. You know, it's just a habit to get into. I already have some more. I'll put some more on. To get your lips ready. Not ready, but hydrated. Okay, next I'm going to go in with my Infallible Pro Matte. Now this is a drugstore, L'Oreal. It says 24 hour. I've never worn makeup for 24 hour. But this is a demi matte finish. And I'm in the color 103. And it's going to get a little light. I'm going to have to start buying my summer colors for where I get color on my skin. Even though, you know, I'm wearing sunscreen, you still get color. Especially as much as I'm out in the sun. The cats are right across from me fighting on the other end of the table. Well, they're not fighting. They're play fighting. So, I put my... I'll put my makeup on, and I'm using my Blue Beauty Blender. Now, this is this sponge is from a place called Real Techniques, and I love their brushes and their sponges and everything. It's Pixie Woo. You can find them on YouTube. They're makeup artists over in England, and they made they've developed a line of brushes and sponges, and they're super. They're affordable, and they work great. So I'm going to put a little bit more on because normally I don't care that much if my skin's showing through, but I was going to, you know, I've had people ask me to do maybe a little more full coverage. So I just put a little more this on. And just pounce it in. Now, one thing to make your makeup last longer and look more seamless is buff as long as you can. I'm just bouncing lightly. Buff as much as you can into the skin. Take a few minutes extra to buff that in and then go down your neck. It's a pretty good match for me. After that, I'm going to go in with today I'm going to use Rimmel Stay Matte. Inexpensive, it's a pressed powder, everybody loves it, you can get it at the drugstore. I use Laura Mercier, which is a little higher end, you can use either one. Need a little more coverage today, so I just kind of bounce in the powder. Go down my neck a little bit. Okay, I think next time I really need the sun behind me. I mean, in front of me versus behind me. But hopefully, this will all improve. Next, I'm going to go in with my Naked Skin Urban Decay Color Corrector. I use this stuff every day. It's well worth the money. You can get it at Sephora or Ulta. It's great stuff. It's got like a salmon color to it. I haven't tried to correct this stuff up here. I've just kind of been ignoring it, but we'll put some on up there. We'll see how well it works. So I'm going to just go in with my Beauty Blender and blend that out a little bit. You want to put it right under that circle us older gals have. Not on top of it, but just right there and blend it. And don't blend it up. You can blend up in a minute. So that doesn't look like that covered all of the... Try a little more. Doesn't work, doesn't work. I use my finger though. Your finger's warm and it works. Press it anything in. So a little better. Not great. Still got bruises. Next, drink a coffee. I'm going to take the Maybelline New Instant Age Rewinder Eraser Dark Circle. Everybody uses this, get it at the drugstore, inexpensive. You know, there's things you can spend money on and then things you just don't have to spend money on. And we on YouTube find out these tricks for you. So again, I'm going to take that more under the whole eye. Take it down my nose a little bit too. And let's see if we can cover, well, probably should have used my finger. When you use your beauty blender, use it damp. Run it under the water, wring it out, and it really makes a difference on your finish. Okay, underneath the eye, I have a Smashbox photo. It's called Photo Op Under Eye Brightener. I love to try to brighten my under eyes. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it works better than others. Put way too much out. It takes so very little of this. I think you can tell a difference. And you know, you can figure out what steps work for you, what steps don't work for you. I'm going to pick up a Border Collie tomorrow that's been insanely mistreated. And I will keep y'all up on her because most people know by now that I do rescue work. Yes, you can put on makeup and do rescue work. So now under the eye, I'm going to set it. Again, inexpensive, e.l.f. high definition under eye setting powder. The stuff's super, but whatever it is you like to use. I like to use it because, again, it's just not expensive. I got a little Real Techniques brush. And I just set under the eye here. It's just a white powder. It's not pink for brightening or anything. It just is a white kind of translucent powder. So just, like I say, just set under the eye so everything's locked in. All the stuff I put under here. So, you know, as this channel goes on, depending on how well I do, you know, I think you are going to go with me when I have injections under my eyes. What I'm going to do is have some Restylane or Juvederm or something like that injected to get rid of this trough right here. It's a personal decision. Some people would never have it done. Some people think it's fine. I'm going to go over my eyelid again with some powder, if I can find my powder. Oh, here it is. So I'm going to go over. But that, I'll tell you what, that Smashbox primer, if you start using it, you really won't need another eye primer. You can kind of stick with that. Although we try out new things all the time. Now, the most exciting thing I've gotten lately is I finally got the Viseart eyeshadow palette. Now, this one's teeny, and it's just $30. But I am so excited. This is the best eyeshadow made. It's made in France. The payoff is unbelievable. You can see the beautiful colors there. Oh, my goodness. So, I usually use my fingers a lot for eyeshadow. I'm going to go into this white color right here and just go all over my my lid. And I can just take it up here. It's not shimmery. This one's a matte, which is really, really nice because sometimes older eyes, you don't want to put a lot of shimmer on. But I do wear shimmer on my eyelid because I think it's pretty. You know, we're just going to deal with this bruise on the eye. I'm not that worried about it. Maybe tomorrow I'll try to, you know, really cover it up, see if we can color correct it. So, this eyeshadow is just, I have been waiting and waiting and waiting. The regular palettes are $80, which is not that bad. I know you may think it is, but, and they have another larger palette that they have 6 pans in. I believe it's, 8 pans in. I believe it's 8. That is $45, which I will probably get next. But I just couldn't wait, and so I went ahead and got the $30 one. So I have all that. I have the white on my eye, and I'm probably going to have to use a little mirror here. The next color we're going to use is in the crease. I'm going to take this this purple color because I love purples. So if you'll see, I'm just taking it, actually not in my crease, but above my crease, because as we get a hood on our eyelid, we need to make adjustments for that. So again, I'm using my finger to pat this out. There's a million brushes made, and I'll put makeup on with brushes another time. It's not like I don't use them. So, we're putting that right there. Figure purple would go good with the bruise. And then the other side, up high. Just lift your eyes up. And when you put the eyeshadow up higher, it gives the illusion of more of a lid. So I'm going to tap in some more. Oh gosh, this stuff is so pigmented. And another thing is, it doesn't all muddy together. So many eyeshadows I have, and you'll find that once you put them on, all of a sudden all the colors look the same. And to be honest with you, I don't want that. So what I'm going to use next, oh my goodness, they have a rose gold, they have a gold, and what is this? Oh, it doesn't say. I am going to, on my lid, let's put a little bit of the purple shimmer, which is, oh God, that's gorgeous. Purple shimmer on the outside. Even though it's lighter, it's okay. You know, I make up my rules as I go because I just do it the way I want to. But there are basic rules to follow. So this is called your outer V or 7. And that's where you usually put a pretty, you know, a pretty dense color. Let's see if y'all can see that. So that's a little bit of a shimmer, but it's not a whole lot on, and it, you know, it does look okay. Next, I'm going to put, what color is this? Maybe a goldy bronze color. I'm going to put that on the inner part of my eye right here, and I just pat this shimmer to try to get, you know, the best result. Oh, that's so pretty. So I'm going to do it right here too. This is unlike the inner 3/4 of my eye. We all make such crazy looks when we're putting our eyeshadow on. You can see my purple up here. Purple up here. Okay, so that's not showing up maybe as much as I want. So I'm going to go in and tap on some white that I first started with, so it shows up just a little bit. It shows up a little better. I will use brushes, but today I use my fingers so much and lots of tapping. motions because my eyes are crepey. And when you have crepey eyelids, you really want to tap. You don't want to do all that swiping with the brush. I don't know. When you tap out the crepiness. Okay. So, I'm going to also take the white. And this is something I love to do. It looks so nice. It's just a little. But I use my mirror and I just go right here with the white and right there. You can see where I took it. Along the line there. Take some more. You can see where I'm taking it. Right there. That brightens up the whole eye. Just really, I mean, you just can't go without this step. I think this is so brightening. It's so pretty. Okay. Then underneath the eye, I think I'm just going to take the, I'm going to try the shimmery purple and see how that looks. Oh, it looks lovely. So I'll just take it, same thing, out on the, you know, the 3/4 of my eye. I don't melt it in with the white because the white, that's what really, you really probably shouldn't blow on your brushes, but I do. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is, I have an e.l.f. palette that I love. It has the bronzer in there, and it has some blushes. Now, this blush has sparkle in it, and I don't really use it. So today, I'm just going to use the bronzer. And what I'm just going to warm my face up a little bit. Again, I'm such a patter. I pat everything in, but I really think it makes it stay. And for Instagram, you've really got to lay on them. You know what I'm saying? You really got to put the makeup on because carve out a little cheekbone there, even though I don't have any cheeks anymore. That's another thing I would love. Put a little on your forehead just to warm your face up because that's where the sun would hit. And I put some down here to help with my jowls. Okay. Next thing is my Clinique blush. And I just like, I have some really strong blushes, but this is Breathless Berry. And what I do with my blush, since you don't want to smile when you're my age, dapples of the cheek. I just take it like this and pull it back and up. So just about halfway between your eye and just load that sucker on there for Instagram. Not Instagram, but YouTube. Or Instagram. And up. It's such a pretty color. It's just, you know, it's a flush. I like it. The lighting's not very good in here today. The next thing I'm going to do is take my Physicians Formula Natural Nude palette, and you can use this. Of course, it's well loved. It's come apart. You can use bronzer and colored blush. I use the highlighter. Now, at first I wasn't sure about highlighter, and then I start back here. You just take it on your cheekbone and give yourself a little lightness right there. Again, I usually start in the back here. Brightens up your face. I didn't think I would like it at first when I first started watching YouTube channels with it, and then I really did. Now, anything that you do that is too much, you can always take a brush and blend. Blend, blend, blend. Another thing I do is I will take my e.l.f. bronzer. I will carve out my nose a little bit. You can tell immediately the difference that makes. I never really noticed till I started doing videos how big my darn nose is. Anyway, we're going to slim that out a little bit. You just do it lightly. You don't have to take a whole lot. You should be able to tell that really blended out good. I just have a little, a brush I got offline. These are so nice. Oh, soft and dense. They have them all sizes. You can put your makeup on with them. And again, I would take a little bit of the highlighter and this little brush. I don't know what it is, but it's a perfect size. Put it in there, and I will come down my nose just a tad. But not on the very end. I was doing it on the very end and then a little bit up here. It's all about how the light naturally hits your face. So, there we go. Okay. I will do my mascara offline because it's, you know, it's boring to watch anybody do mascara. But, before I do that, I'm going to use Hard Candy Sheer Envy Hydrating Primer Mist. Now, with my skin, I don't like it as matte as it is sometimes. I will use, this is hydrating. So if you have oily skin or you don't need hydration, go with something else. Everybody, actually, I have ordered a sample of the Cover FX. So as soon as my package gets here, you know, we'll delve into that. And anyway, I'm going to go off here and put my mascara on. Okay, here's the finished touch. I did use Clinique mascara, which I love. And a Clinique liner, which I put on the top lip. The eyeshadow is just, fabulous. There's been a big thing going on with the matte lipsticks. They dry down and they don't budge. You can eat, drink, smooch, whatever. Nothing transfers. They are really drying, which is another reason that I am constantly keeping something on my, you know, something hydrating on my lips. But this one is a Wet n Wild color. Sorry, I got so close there. Is a Wet n Wild color that I use. Again, it's called the Cat Suits, and this color is Coral Corruption. It's a beautiful lipstick. It's brightening. It does stay on. In a few minutes, I will put a gloss over it, though. Anyway, here's my quick... if I hadn't been talking, it wouldn't have taken any time to put this makeup on. If you have any questions, let me know. I'm going to do a couple of videos today, and one's going to be what's in my purse. I'm waiting for I need to do a skincare video, which that is the most important thing I do every night and every morning. Anyway, let me know if you like this. Please put questions below. If I talk too fast, ask me about the products that you might not have caught. Ask me questions on why I use them, the way I use them. You know, it doesn't take that long And if you like makeup, anybody can put some makeup on. Even though I'm in a car a lot of times and I'm rescuing mistreated, sick, helpless animals, if I want to put makeup on, it makes me feel better. So give it a try. Ask me questions. Let me know. There are a few different things that we do as we're older. Over 40 makeup is way different than these cuties out there that put on their makeup and they're so precious, but they don't have a line on their face. So that's all for today and for this video, and I hope you all have a blessed day. It's sunny here in Kentucky. It's going to be about 80 degrees, and hopefully the rain will hold off. So talk to you soon. Thanks. Bye.